Of course you do.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
Located next door to Silver Spring State Park and a few minutes from historic downtown Ocala, our award-winning Holiday Inn Express Hotel and Suites of Silver Springs is a place to stay for a friendly, memorable, and fun experience. Enjoy our fast and free Wi-Fi, complimentary hot breakfast, and free parking. Whether you're in town for work or play, our friendly staff will make you feel right at home. That's the Holiday Inn Express and Suites of Silver Springs, proud sponsor of Friday night Marion County High School football on WOCA, The Source.
La Famiglia Pizzeria has moved into Ocala. Stop by today at 2504 Southeast 17th Street and see for yourself what everyone is talking about.
Awesome place. I never get pizza anywhere else.
Great New York style pizza and dishes.
Best pizza in Ocala.
One trip and you'll agree, La Famiglia Pizzeria is the best. La Famiglia Pizzeria. Stop by for a pizza that you'll love or call in and order yours for pickup. 352-245-2419. La Famiglia Pizzeria.
Ocala's information station, 1370 WOCA.
Ocala.
All right, 24 minutes before 10 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in this Monday morning. Nice looking Monday out there. It looks like we've got a beautiful day, and you know what's going to happen. It's going to rain this afternoon. It does it every afternoon in the summertime. Right now, a fun topic. How many of you remember Rich Hall from Saturday Night Live? I think he was Saturday Night Live. Or it's not necessarily. It was one of those shows that Rich Hall used to be on. He had this thing he would do called Sniglets, and I don't know if he made up the word or not, but it was just these words that should be in the dictionary that aren't in the dictionary, and we have something similar, sort of, kind of, right now that we want to talk about. On the phone is Christopher Cerf. He is a founding contributor to National Lampoon. He's a composer and songwriter. He's best known for the hundreds of songs he wrote for Sesame Street. He's a co-creator and co-producer of the award-winning PBS literacy education television program Between the Lions. He's a record producer, a TV producer, obviously a funny guy. And he wrote the book with Henry Beard, and I believe Robin is trying to get Henry on the other line. There was a line being rung in here, but I didn't know how to connect the two, so blame me for not having the two guys on right now, but Robin is working on that. So Christopher Cerf is on the phone. They have written a book called Spinglish, or Spinglish, I guess you would say the word spin, as in a word or a phrase that spins the English language. The definitive dictionary of deliberately deceptive language. I love that. Good morning, Chris Cerf. Good morning, Chris.
Hi, how are you?
I'm pretty good. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from New York.
Oh, okay. And
New York City.
And Henry's not on the line, but trust me, Robin will get him on. Where will Henry be calling from?
He's calling from East Hampton, New York, just a little east of here.
Oh, okay. Not too far away. Okay. So he's calling in?
Henry is calling in on the 622-9622.
Okay. Well, we'll get Henry on. So let me connect Henry, and then we'll be able to talk. This should be Henry on the phone right now. Henry Beard, is this Henry?
Yes, it is. Hello.
Good morning, Henry. You're on, and Chris Cerf is on. My name is Larry, and Robin will be here in just a second. I think you just spoke to Robin. Good morning, Henry.
Yes. Good morning.
So you're in the Hamptons?
In the fabulous Hamptons.
Fabulous. And Chris is in where? Manhattan?
I'm in Manhattan, yeah.
All right. Two of my favorite places, by the way. All right, so I was...
come visit?
Well, I visit there now. I used to live there, but now it's a visiting place. It is kind of cool to go there as a tourist, by the way.
Yeah, that's the way I try to maintain that attitude every place I go for my entire life.
So let me tell you something. When I do the news in the morning, I basically have to clean it up a lot, not because it's dirty, but because I can always figure out the spin words, the adjectives that probably are trying to spin the story, and I don't do detailed news. I just give like a broad brushstroke mention of what's going on around, and I get it from the different agencies, whether it's the Associated Press or Reuters or something. And it's almost like journalism has a new way of doing things, which is to kind of interject an opinion, whether it's to the left or to the right. It depends on the agency.
Yeah, there's a huge amount of that around. I mean, the most obvious examples are things like, obviously, people on the right wing want to call estate taxes death taxes, and people on the left wing always want to say revenue enhancement rather than tax increase.
Right.
Those are just the most obvious examples of something that's so pervasive we've almost stopped noticing it.
What is funny, though, is that you found so many of them. I mean, the book is this is a whole dictionary worth.
That's right. They're probably, close to a couple of thousand entries. And it's not just from news and politics, which are obvious places, but business and corporate spin and relationships and real estate advertising. It comes from everything.
Wow. So off the top of my head, if I was going to think if I had any, and I'm sure you have all of these in here, something like Garbage Man is now, I don't even know what they call Garbage Man now, but they changed that to something, right?
It's a sanitation engineer is one of the terms, right, but there are many others.
Recycling specialist, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Recycling technician is better than specialist.
Right. So do we have a better word than DJ for the job I do? I hate DJ. I don't. There's no discs, and I'm not jockeying anything.
Well,
you're a presenter of a certain type of material. We'll work on that for you. We'll have it for you.
Okay. Thank you.
Actually, though, a related term to what you do, Dave Barry pointed out that classic rock is a complete spin word. It really means music that fat, middle-aged guys kind of like.
That is funny. That is very good. Okay, so there was a couple of favorites I had in here, and I lost my bookmark. Oh, my gosh. Or a celebration of knowledge is a test.
That's a test, yes. That comes from the movement that we never want kids to feel threatened in school, so they don't have an exam. They have a celebration of knowledge, and they're happy.
Right. My gosh, how long did it take to put this together?
Well, 2 or 3 years probably, right, Henry?
About a year. It's mostly because every item in the book is real. We did not invent them. We researched them mostly through Google on the Internet, and we were staggered to find how many there were in how many areas.
That is funny.
It's just unbelievable.
And that's different than the Sniglet. Before you joined us, Henry, I was talking about the Sniglet. I don't know if you remember Rich Hall from...
Oh, sure.
I can't remember what he was on. I don't know if it was Saturday...
I think it was David Letterman originally, when David had his daytime show. Was the first time I saw Rich.
Oh,
and he used to have a thing that I loved. I don't know if you ever saw it, where he would have little towns that he built with blocks, and then he would blow them over with a hairdryer and say a storm had hit and things like that. But he did the Sniglets there too.
Yeah, but Sniglets were, unlike the things you're talking about in Spanglish, were made up. I mean, he made up words.
Right.
Yeah.
That's right. And ours, as Henry said, there's not a single term in this book that we made up, and we have the research notes to prove it because people didn't believe us at first. So we knew we had to include where we found all these things.
Was there one that when you found it, you just told whoever found it first told the other one you had a belly laugh over it? Were there any that just really hit you super funny?
Yeah, there was one I stumbled on. It's cop talk, police talk for subduing an unruly suspect by banging him over the back of the head with a flashlight. They call it an aluminum shampoo.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And by the way, if you hit them with a nightstick, it's a walnut shampoo.
Oh, my goodness. Walnut shampoo.
I got a laugh out of dairy nutrients.
Yeah,
terrific.
Our book
yes.
We celebrate dairy nutrients a lot, yeah.
That's fertilizer if you want to put another spin word on it, but it's cow manure, basically.
Yeah. Yeah, because they use cow patty, the cow patty game down here to try to raise money, so you have to guess where the cow is going to poop, so I'm going to use that term next time.
Well, it'll be much more dignified, Robin. I think you'll get a higher class of listeners if you use that term.
That's right. Dairy nutrients.
Yep.
The tall latte is, you have here the Starbucks Coffee Company term for the smallest latte you can buy in its stores. Is that right?
That's right. Tall is the smallest one you can get.
I didn't know that.
Wow.
I guess I don't go there enough.
To go to Starbucks.
No, but that's a great example of kind of business spin. I think our favorite, or one of our favorite terms like that, is for your convenience, which is what a company says when they tell you they're doing something for their own convenience.
Oh, yes. Oh, and there was another one I thought was funny, too, was the convenience fee.
Oh, yes.
An unspecified charge.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's often
doing you a favor by taking your money out of your wallet.
That's exactly right. Often it has to do with the fact that they sometimes charge you more when you use a credit card. And instead of saying that there's an extra charge for a credit card, they tell you that there's a discount for not using a credit card.
right. Isn't that funny?
Great corporate spin.
Do you know what? When we come up with an idea that we think is original on the show, and then we hear another show using it, we either feel, okay, they either stole our idea or our idea wasn't that original in the first place.
Exactly.
And so that's when we stop using it. We don't continue doing it. So I wonder how many journalists will stop using some of these words because, like, oh my gosh, it's in Spanglish. I don't want to seem like I'm doing something dopey.
Well, I think unfortunately, many people are proud of using terms like this. For example, when a CEO runs his company or her company into the ground and they have to fire everybody, they want to get a raise, not get fired. So they say they right-sized their company. And that's very similar to the kind of thing you're talking about.
And you also have on the business end of it, hands-on mentoring.
Ooh, yes.
Yeah, that's inappropriate physical contact with a probably in this case female subsidiary working in your company.
Yeah,
I like
a junior employee because it's mentoring.
Junior employee.
Yeah. In fact, President Clinton was known to be a notable hands-on mentor.
Exactly.
Yeah. And he helped us understand what the meaning of is, and the meaning of is, quite seriously, is it is not happening at this very moment. So are you having a sexual relations with Monica Lewinsky? Well, no. I'm having an interview with you. That's the meaning of it.
So it is not true that I'm having an affair with you.
But it was. Okay. Oh, that's too funny.
It was. You didn't ask that, though, right? You didn't ask that.
Well, he had a point, didn't he? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, he had a point.
A sandwich artist is the person who makes your lunch over at
Subway.
Yeah. Subway. That's the official term. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know. I've seen it on their name tags. But is that like a copyrighted thing, or can the other sandwich shops use that?
I think they actually tried to trademark it. They may have succeeded, for all I know.
Wow.
Actually, think of all the money you could make if they did trademark it. You could sue everybody else who wants to say sandwich artist. And don't we all want to say that? Of course we do.
Exactly.
If Bob Dylan ever rewrites the Subterranean Homesick Blues, he would have a good time using this book as a way
well,
to...
It might be fun to rewrite it ourselves using these terms.
Yes.
It could be a better song.
Idea. We'll steal it.
There you go.
We won't steal it. It's inappropriate copying. Henry.
That's right.
Sorry.
Have you come up with any terms that are in the book, Christopher, that you used writing songs for Sesame Street?
That's a good question. I haven't consciously done it, but I'll bet I have done it.
Yeah,
because as Henry said, you start using these terms without even knowing it after a while.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a word that's going around now called mansplaining. Is it in the book? And do you know what it is? Have you heard this?
Manspreading?
Mansplaining, like explaining, but the word man. Like it's
that's a good word.
When a man tells a woman how to do something, and she already kind of knows how to do it, but he's a man, so he's got to be the one who knows more.
Yeah.
Well, of course.
Yeah.
That's terrific. That's going in the next edition, and along with another one we just stumbled on.
Which one?
Suburbs act to kill the deer population. That's giving everybody a bad problem. You're not killing deer. You're initiating a program of human-directed mortality.
Oh.
Where are they doing that? Up in New York?
Somewhere in the Midwest. I think it's Ohio.
Well, here in Florida, they're doing the same thing with bears.
Yeah, in October.
Bear?
Yeah.
Very sad.
We got too many bears. We have too many bears, apparently. They're eating out of our garbage cans, apparently. So now they have an open bear season in October.
Yeah.
But it's called wildlife management. It's wildlife management. It's not hunting.
That's right. Exactly.
Oh, no, they call it culling the...
Culling the natural herd or something like that. Yeah.
Culling the herd.
And of course, if you clear cut a forest, that's forest regeneration. That's not clear cutting a forest.
That is funny. All right, can we take a little break and we'll be right back. There's probably a word for this too. When we come back, we'll continue talking to Henry Beard and Christopher Cerf on both ends of my favorite place in the world. We'll be right back to talk about Spanglish after this.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. Clouds and some sunshine today with a couple of heavy thunderstorms around during the afternoon and evening hours. The high today 90 to 94. And partly to mostly cloudy later tonight, those 73 to 77. Tomorrow, intervals of clouds and sun with a thunderstorm or two around, mainly during the afternoon and evening hours. The high 90 to 94. And for Wednesday, partly sunny with an afternoon thunderstorm, high 88 to 92. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Central Florida Eye Institute is the area's leader in laser vision correction. From high-definition refraction surgery and LASIK vision correction to custom cataract, glaucoma, and diabetic treatment, you can count on Dr. Crowley and his effective, friendly staff to provide you with the quality care you deserve. Call 352-237-8400 for an appointment or more information. That number again is 352-237-8400. Looking forward to service your vision needs.
Cookies, 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 cookies.
When you want something special and fun for any occasion, get cookies. That's right. The Great American Cookie Company in the Paddock Mall, Ocala will make a delicious, fun-filled delight just for you. You might notice that I said fun and delicious more than once. That's because I can't say it enough. The next time you're at the mall, be sure and stop by or call 352-237-2557 to place your order.
Cookies, cookies,
Yum.
cookies, cookies. We go cookie eating cookies.
The Great American Cookie Company.
Here's what you may have missed on the John Tesh Radio Show.
Beware of Grandma's homemade apple pie. When we think of food as homemade or traditional, we make positive, nostalgic associations that makes us more likely to order that item. We should all get in the habit of carrying a package of alcohol wipes when we travel and cleaning every surface near our seat before we start touching anything. And if it's a phone interview, make sure you use your voice to convey enthusiasm. Do that by smiling as you speak.
Intelligence for your life on the John Tesh Radio Show. Don't miss this stuff.
All right, 9 minutes before 10 o'clock. Let's adjourn, I guess. I just, when the commercials happen during an interview, I'm really enjoying. I hate the commercials.
I know.
Henry Beard, Christopher Cerf, they're the authors of the book called Spanglish. It's a fun book. Not only do you have the words that are the spin words, but you have a section in the back. It's a shorter section where I guess you look up a word and you find out the Spanglish version of it, right?
Well, that's right, because not only do you
make
need
it easy for people to take advantage of this for themselves. So when you get caught goofing off in the office, you just quickly say, "Oh no, I was zero tasking."
Did you both write a script for National Lampoon's Animal House? How did that come about?
Well, that was done entirely by my late partner and co-founder, Doug Kenny, who based it on an article that appeared in the magazine early on by the writer Chris Miller about his experiences at a fraternity in Dartmouth. And then Doug Kenny went on to do Caddyshack. Then unfortunately died at an early age. A great comic genius.
Huh. Oh my gosh. Thank you for that insight.
All right, so the word malfunction shows up a few times in the book. And I never heard of the lyric malfunction. I heard of the wardrobe malfunction, but not the lyric malfunction.
Well, lyric malfunction is when you accidentally say something that somebody might say you shouldn't have said on the air. It happened in the Super Bowl a few years after the wardrobe malfunction. I think it might have been the Rolling Stones who said something they shouldn't, but I can't totally remember it. Believe it or not.
Sounds like them. So sexual preference doesn't seem like a Spanglish word, but you've got it in the book. And why is that? Sexual preference.
Well, that actually is an example of intentional spin, because if you talk about sexual preference, it means that someone has a choice about whether they're gay or not. If you say sexual orientation, maybe they didn't have a choice, and of course that's a hot topic.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So those usages are very political.
Right. Gosh, what is? Oh gosh, I just passed one. What is children's seahorses? Oh, I lost it. Children's seahorses. Chilean. Chilean seahorses. What the heck is that?
Oh, yeah.
A Patagonian toothfish named the Chilean sea bass was invented by fish wholesaler Lee Lance in 1977 because he knew that no one in the United States would ever order Patagonian toothfish for dinner.
And he was right, and the result of it is the Chilean sea bass, formerly the Patagonian toothfish, is now on the nearly extinct fish species list.
Oh,
it's
really?
almost been wiped out.
Oh, that's
just by a name change. Goes to show you.
You know what? And we don't realize how important labels are. You know, you think about a word or a logo or any of that stuff. So, I like this, the new normal. This book is filled with them. You know, every interview you do is going to be guys like us who are just doing the same thing, looking through the book and just naming the words. So.
Have you ever come up with anything else other than the phrase "speak with a forked tongue"?
Well, we also say tell it like it isn't, it wasn't, and it never could have been, which is really the heart of the spin doctor PR method to mislead people.
Do you know what would be interesting?
It's called reality augmentation. Is another word for it.
Oh, I love that.
Do you think that we are like instantly aware of the spin when? Well, in the setting of the book, I don't think we're always instantly aware of the spin. That. Let me take that back. But I mean, because it's in the book, we look at it and we instantly realize, okay, now I understand right away why that's a spin. But I'm wondering, would I get it if I was like in England? Or is their culture so different than ours that I might not get the spin right away?
Mm-hmm.
No, a lot of these words are used in England too. In fact, I just got a friend of mine in England sent me a new one today that I hadn't heard, which was, we'll consider that, or we'll take that under consideration, which means, of course, that you'll never hear from us again.
Yeah, that's true.
Do you have any kind of a word for the people that are just so serious that they won't ever lighten up?
That's a challenge. I mean, it's yeah. What would that be? Oh, my golly.
That's serious.
We'll have to work on that for the next edition.
There you go.
For their seriousness,
You know what I call that? I call
gravity-centered individuals.
Yes.
I think that's the way to go with
They could be charm-free individuals too.
Do you know when let me tell you
or semi-charming.
What do you call the ending of a word? A suffix, right?
Yeah.
There's a suffix I've heard a lot of people using. It's esque, ESQUE, right?
Yes.
You put anything in front of it, and it means something. Like if this is like the question Robin just asked would be Robin-esque. That's a typical question for Robin.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Right?
But it also means that that's probably what could be called a weasel suffix as well, because it takes some of the meaning out of the word. If I'm Robin-esque, it doesn't mean that I'm exactly like Robin. So if something is full-esque, it could be empty. And
one of the new synonyms for fat to keep people's feelings in order is Rubenesque.
Oh, now why is that Rubenesque?
Oh, really?
Because one of the great painter Rubens painted very fat people.
They weren't fat. I mean, they were fat. They were fat-tractive.
Exactly.
Fat-tractive. I take that back. I'm sorry. They were fat-tractive.
Fat-tractive. Who's the comedian? John something. He always says, I'm Jewish. He uses the ish part.
Yeah, there you go.
Who is that, John?
Ish is great, yeah.
I can't remember his name.
Use more of the ish.
Yeah. All right, the book I have it's right here.
It's wonderful.
And
so funny.
it's the winner of the, what does that say?
The Pulitzer Prize.
The Pulitzer Prize. So it's
if you don't look closely, we won a major American prize.
Yeah. It's got is it Ben Franklin with a long nose? Is that what that is?
That's exactly right.
That's what that is. Yeah.
So you made up your own award. I have a copy of the book. It is really, it's a fun book to have, to read. And guess what? If you're a writer, you'll probably steal a lot of these, or whatever the word would be.
No, you won't steal it. We will be your muse.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, because you never admit that you stole anything. You thank someone for being your muse, which means you rip them off completely, basically.
You know, another one I just was reminded of is the whisperer. We have horse whisperers.
Mm-hmm.
We have dog. Everybody's a whisperer now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, indeed.
Exactly.
My dog doesn't respond to any whispers. I have to yell at my dog.
I would really love that book.
Oh, you've got it. I think I might have just seen this. Okay, Kathy, you got it. Okay, I didn't let go of something. Henry, you still there?
Yes.
Okay, I think I accidentally answered the phone to give the book away, but you're back, so. Did you?
Good.
Yeah.
Oh, good. I know.
This is the problem with me with the phones here.
That's what you say to everybody you want to kick off the air.
Yeah, right. Let's see. We need a website. Do you have a website for the book?
We do, which is www.spinglish with a hyphen, SPIN-glish.com.
Okay.
I just want to thank both of you for all of the contributions that you're making over the years for everything. I mean, from children to adults, you make us think and you make us laugh, and those are two very, very good and unique traits, I think.
It's because we never grew up, and I recommend that to anybody in the creative world.
Oh, I'm looking at your website now. You got Zipper Problem and Clinton's face next to that.
Yeah, Clinton made the book a few times, but so did many politicians.
Entitlement reform and slashing benefits. Genuine invitation letters, final. Well, that was a fun interview. Henry Beard, Christopher Cerf, thank you both so much for being on the air with us this morning. Again, the book is called Spinglish, SPINGLISH. Go to their website, SPIN-glish.com. glish.com, and you'll be able to see it. I'm guessing it's on Amazon and all the others, am I right?
It certainly is. Certainly is.
All right, good job.
And I only check the ranking out every 5 minutes. So I'm not obsessed with that.
There you go.
See if this interview helps it at all. And if it doesn't, lie to me.
No, we won't lie. We'll just make an inoperative statement.
Thank you, guys. We'll be right back.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Fox News Radio, I'm Pat O'Neill. Greece is back in business, agreeing to a bailout plan, but new loans will mean severe new spending cuts.
Some people in Greece are angry.
Germany wants to enforce German discipline and austerity measures that will devastate the Greek economy.
But others in Athens say they'll take the cuts if it keeps Greece in the euro currency.
Fox Radio's Simon Owen. Stocks are higher on the news. Still no sign of Mexican drug lord El Chapo Guzman after his weekend prison escape. President Enrique Peña Nieto saying with translation,
I have given instruction to the Attorney General's Office of the Republic to carry out a thorough investigation to determine if public servants from the prison were complicit in allowing this criminal to escape.
Guzman escaped through a sophisticated tunnel apparently built over the past year. And Wisconsin Governor Scott Walker says he'll run for president, the 15th Republican to join the race. Fox News, we report, you decide.
Your time is just that. Yours. That's why Premier Express from Mercedes-Benz is made for you. With no appointment necessary, you can pull up anytime, get dedicated vehicle maintenance, and be in and out in about an hour or less. It's quick, it's convenient, and it's one more way we can give you something special. The luxury of time. Visit MBUSA.com/Premier Express today to find a participating dealer near you. Premier Express. It's about you. And it's about time.
Overturned truck blocking the carpool lane, freeway construction slowing everything down. I travel for work. News like that used to ruin my whole day until I discovered Citrix GoToMeeting. With GoToMeeting, I can meet from anywhere using my computer, tablet, or smartphone. And with HD video, I simply turn on my webcam and it's like being in the same room, which means I can stay productive no matter how bad the traffic gets.
Visit GoToMeeting.com and start our free 30-day trial. That's GoToMeeting.com.
In Florida Ag News on Southeast AgNet, one of the presentations to Florida Fertilizer and Agrochemical Association members last week in Naples included a good agricultural overview of Cuba by University of Florida professor Bill Messina, who first and foremost emphasizes the university's role as one of research and as analysts, not as advocates, but presenting the straight facts about Cuba's ag industry. Messina says even with the recent push to open diplomatic relations with the island nation, it will take some time before that movement may turn into a more open trade situation.
It's going to be a while, I think, before trade and commercial relations are open. I think, like I say, the resumption of diplomatic relations is a first step down what's going to be a long road. It will bring potential competitive challenges because Cuba produces so many of the same products that we do here in the United States in the same season as we do here in Florida in particular.
The university's Messina says, too, there are several legitimate concerns for Florida when it comes to considering opening up of agricultural trade with Cuba.
Invasive pests and species is a legitimate concern. Subsidized exports from Cuba to the United States and a post-embargo environment is another legitimate concern.
But Messina adds there are other considerations Florida growers and ag industry need to keep in mind, too, like how fundamental might the changes be to the ag sector if and when that time comes.
There are people in Europe, people in Latin America, growers elsewhere in the United States that are looking at Cuba as a potential place to invest at some point down the road. NAFTA fundamentally altered the competitive structure of the winter fresh vegetable industry, and it did so to the benefit largely of growers in Mexico and firms and brokers in California and Arizona for the most part. So